Indigenous kinships, relationalities, and knowledges. Three overarching and multifaceted topics that span across nations, generations, and cultural ways of being. Although the extensiveness of these teachings can go on for millennia, I'd like to take this opportunity to highlight the fundamental and cross-cultural themes of listening as a relational act and more than human kinship. I will explore these concepts using the 4 R's of Indigenous research and higher education as roadmaps. So respect, relevance, reciprocity, and responsibility. Robin R. Kimmerer describes more than kinship as a form of Indigenous ecological knowledge and environmental justice. She demonstrates strengthening these kinships through the responsibility she and her colleagues shared, approaching their research with grass and exploring plant intelligence. They incorporate Indigenous ecological knowledge with relevance to more sustainable and equitable land and resource management approaches. However, the knowledge and observations of their work arrived at a crossroads that many Indigenous ways of knowing encounter when working within the confines of Western science. Western understandings of environment, science, and how these stories are told are restrictive and operate on the thought that land, water, and creatures have no voice. If kinship is rooted in relationships of interdependence, then listening as a relational act strengthens human kinship. Relationality binds the collective. We are all related to each other, the natural environment, and the spiritual world. In their article, DeBerry's Listen, J.M. Baker engages with respect and reciprocity as they depict berries as sentient beings who take on the form of indicators, ancestors, and agents of Northern Bush Cree traditions. In a similar light as Kimmerer, Baker discusses the reciprocity between humans and the natural world and offers the opportunity to expand traditional indicators of contamination that are caused by the industrial development. The knowledge and observations of Cree elders and knowledge holders are valued by Baker as they push through conventional mechanisms that often discredit and disbelieve Indigenous peoples' relations and responsibilities. Although resurgence is not one of the 4 R's, it is most definitely reflects the sentiments of Leanne Simpson in her book, As We Have Always Done. Resurgence is used by Simpson as a tool for remembering kinship ties. She shows us how to build these futures by examining relationships between people and place and connecting the Native struggle for sovereignty. In the spirit of future social change that is rooted in relationship and reciprocity, I leave you with this excerpt from her book. Recognition for us is about presence, about profound listening, and about recognizing and affirming the light in each other as mechanisms for nurturing and strengthening internal relationships to our Anishinaabeg worlds. It is a core part of our political systems because they are rooted in our bodies. And our bodies are not just informed by, but created and maintained by relationships of deep reciprocity.